Hey guys, good morning, good mornings. Hey, guys, you know that's my slang. So, guys, good morning. Let me give you a little bit about myself. You know, my name is Anne Marie. Wanna see it on my channel. How I become who I become today. Um, Dating guys, young. You know, you're young and you're in a relationship. You think you are in love. But you know, I never really experienced love like that until when I was in high school. And you know, you have that butterfly feelings. Oh no, about the butterfly. You have this guy that live me not go tell you the street, nothing like that. And I was, you know, we used to go to same school and he used to walk me. At one time he walked me home. I want a long walk from Primacall to the bottom of the one gully. I mean I said it's like me I said to him, this road now have no ending. Get no we Jamaica now we talk. I said that road now no ending. I say, sure, you know, I can't. Him say, listen, my man, you know, 'cause he was always a tough person, guys. And that's it, you know. And guys, you know, him a walk me home, walk me my way I walk and him a talk and, you know, me was always that person used to act like me not no sense, you know, seriously, guys. I used to act like I have no sense and love. Go on, you know. If me see people that fight me, I always go in there and apart them or I say, oh, if you in if me say man or woman, me say if I beat my sister, I beat my cousin, you know, and I fight for her. Me always was this type of person that always say if a man I beat a man, me jump in there. You can't beat my cousin, you can't beat my sister, even though me not know them. And I tell you, eventually we grew up together one day, guys, you know. By him, I want me know him live, him know me live, him know who am my brother. And, you know, long story short, and me start catch, you know, and then, you know, him would hold me, and, you're in high school, in high school, and somebody I kiss you. And you open your head, you know, so, you know, have a Hispanic bodies, but you just have focus on him. I don't know how we losing contact with each other. I don't know how we do that, guys, but long story short, left me and him never end up going to no sexual relationship, but end up meet one boy down at a while. Boy, the boy can't fight, him fight going, him just a fight me for nothing at that. Me end up have to run like a thief. Date one man run the bottom of Rosalie. This one here lie. But then with him tell me couldn't take no more, me run him after me run him and me sit down and I start calm myself now. One of my brother friend did like me and you're young and you as a young girl, you know, you just I move with the flow and I work with the flow. You know, you start getting a feel, but nothing strong as when they have for my high school sweetheart. Nothing strong as when they have for him because there was something about him, and I own that he was so protective of me. And I curious me and grab him up you know, I'm young. Cause he was just always, he was a year older than me, guys. 1 year older than me. My sister and I say, you know, say, nah, like, come on, that's why yeah, girl. And we say, listen, man, she feel easy, you know, she feel chill. You know, Jamaican have them slang. But that is a guy what I will always respect, though. I will always respect this guy. I will not put his name on social media platform for no reason because I have to respect him and respect his privacy. Plus, you know, guys, I'm not lying. Leave from that one. Talk to this guy, slept with him one time. One time he said to me he wanna sleep with me, but you know, my mind did that going now, nah, I have no feelings in my body and you know, so I focus on just you know, young and I just realize life I know some I messed up and you know, and he called me, I tell him I not sleep with him, because sleep with him mother guys. And that what I said to him, the boy I don't know where he get the strength from, guys, but him use him and knock me out cold. The liquid he give me, knock me out. I will never forget this lady. She died. She used to sell coal and take care of this guy. This guy that have mental problem that walk the street. Azzy, Miss Francis. And she throw water upon me and wake me up after she throw water. She use alcohol and, you know. She said, listen, you see them boy, yeah? Not talk to them. Once you see them start, they come on. Guys, that guy make me never go up the block for like a year and a half. 2 years. So I was just sitting down in my yard and I date nobody now. Because this man let me, you know, me start things, all kind of things. And then the one before that, we lived on a Shalamar, on a Tawailis, on a Shalamar. He was just mentally crazy because he was in love, but he overdo stuff because me can't talk to him friend, me can't talk to him brother. Anything when he meal, me couldn't talk to them. I tell you, that's how me and his sister become such a close friend. One day she say, you're not lick her out here, you're not lick her. You don't want your brother father beat pa mommy, and I tell you that girl, I you know, even though I go Jamaica, I try to find her family, I act like, you know, them up in themselves, guys. And guys, to push come to shove me and that the boy left as me tell me song and me had not date nobody. This guy they end up like me have for him name I go publish Eric. Eric, they like me. Have guys, and this is the truth. Eric like me. They are talking about you. Me not school now. Me say me I go sleep with him because me don't been through so much. I'm this and one. I just learn off of my old relationship that no other man not take me for food. Him buy me gold anklet. Him buy me gold chain. But me I fear eyelid. When my mother them me I fear wear it, guys. You know the thing? When my mother is not there, me wear. But when my mother me I fear hide it, guys. This is a facts truth. Listen, guys. Let me tell you how my story started. You know, one of my sisters slept with him. And that's how I met my oldest son father. He was going around my dad's house where him and my uncle was friend. And two of my uncle and him was friend. Or all of them, I should say, and him was friend. Because, you know, three my policeman and him respect him in the area. And, guys, me done with manners, me saying. Especially when him look me, guys. Whenever that go look fit, me not look female. Me say that man try. That man try. Guys, that man try so much that me tell you. Me say, alright, me give you now, me start talk to him now and he will come on my gate and talk to me, riding bike. At the time was bike he was riding. Never have no car yet. My sister went and tell a guy that I like that, you know, me I sleep with one policeman, me I date a police. I was not dating him, guys. I was not. I was just talking to him. Go to the boy yard. Then what? This one next. One lick in my face and throw ice water upon me. Lord Jesus. What a disgrace, guys. And your family and your friend. Guys, me say, alright, me this you know, find out, say, she really a date him now. Me, you know, me and her arguing, we go get into a fight over a man. And I one guy in the yard named Mark come out and say, it look good. And him say, Mary, you're very nice, you're very, you know. Don't stop there. That's not your thing. That's not your destination. That's not. Mark was he's just like his mother's and him one sister, two kids, Miss Lewis kids. Mark and Pats, and I tell you, Mark encouraged me and talked to me as a older brother. A older brother. I tell you, I say I respect that guy and his whole family up until today. Mark. And Miss Lewis, may her soul rest in peace, and her sisters and her nieces, and I love all of them. When Mark talked to me, I take a stand and I end up I have to walk because this guy disgraced me now for my sister. Start sleeping with my sister. So what that leave me to do, guy? I went to the cop because I know I wasn't. So I said, listen me, you know, say my man left me because of you. And you know, I said to him, I'm talking to somebody and I really care for him. But, you know, the guy was giving me time to leave school. And I did that. And that's what made me respect him to kind of give me time for leave school, you know, guys. So, you know, say, you know. So, guys, end up and him and my sister date. And, you know, I don't know how long it was for. Because I did ignore she and him and the whole situation. I end up start date the guy now and stuff. Start date me fall in love with this big man. He's a cop. Guys, when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I can't get pregnant because for all these guys I run up and down with, I'm protected. No protection. All this time, man, I got tell me about me pregnant. Him come tell me I'm pregnant, you know, guys. I can imagine this big man come tell me I'm pregnant. 17. I was like, me say, listen, you can't breed me. I tell him straight like that, you know, we're Jamaica. I say, you can't breed me. Because my man before couldn't breed me. So the reason I left my car and fight too much. You mean him see me and him brother and him family attack. And the world was sung in a group. Him want to draw me and fight me. You know, I say, no, you can. When he tell me to go to the doctor, God not how what I'm going to go out there. I ask my mother, I ask my mother for the money to do the pregnancy test. I ask her, I say, Mommy, Randy said, ask for some money for go to the doctor. She said, she not have no money at this particular time. If me can't wait until so and so. I say, all right, with the attitude, because I really want me can't tell her no, you know. Because you know my mother was up in her, you know, in her church and she in Christ and she, oh God, she was in, everything was the right way she wanted for done. And guys, when I found out I was pregnant, you know that guy I me left? No, Jesus, that guy never looked for me. Him never bring me, him never carry me. Nothing at all he did. I stand on my own. My mother pastor said he was going to be my son godfather. And yes, he did. And he stepped up and he was a black American. And he was a pastor that was shipped from America to Jamaica to preach at the church that we all go. But I didn't get baptized. My mom did not make none of our youngest kids, none of us get baptized at a young age. Thank God for that. You know, and I'm glad she did not. And I give her a prompt for that. And guys, gave so much time. I tell them so I messed up out there. Oh God, guys. I should have lost my mind. I should have been dead. I should have been paralyzed. But God, grace and mercy. You swear that song come from? Oh my God. Guys, that's my songs on YouTube, guys. Yes, that's my song. God, grace and mercy. That's my song on YouTube. I'm the official singer for that song. Guys, I end up, we broke up. I was there. It wasn't, I'm not lying, because what part stressed me out, because I end up falling in love with him. I was so deep in love with this growing man. And know him, he give me my first child. Me never do sonogram because I never want to know what kind of baby me I go have, because I ask God for a son. I never want to do the sonogram. Yes, sonogram is privilege to people in Jamaica. Don't think wrong of it. Sonogram is privilege to people in Jamaica. We can pay to get our sonogram done. All right, we can pay for it. If we have insurance, we pay off on the insurance bill. But yes, it was available for us, and it was not much money at that time. In 1996, it was not that much money. In 1997, it was not that money either. So anyway, guys, I end up, do everything on my own. My mom started, show me a little bad face. When it come down to my 8 months, she started chipping. And when she see I buy the baby clothes, me never wash them. She said, no, me never wash them. She said, no, me have wash. She wash out every piece of clothes. She washed 2 line of baby clothes, 2 long line. And the next day, when time me go in for may I tell her, so she a wash, because I've been buying. Because my son, godfather, Mr. Elder Colclough, he play a godfather role. He give me money, plus my uncle Paul, may God bless him. That's my father brother, Uncle Paul. I know that's my favorite uncle, guys, my Uncle Paul. And the funniest thing, he look just like my granddad, act like my granddad, and he treat me just like my granddad. So guys, if I get a little bit, please, I love that uncle. I love Uncle Paul so much. And his 2 boys and me, we were, but I live here. And every time I go to Jamaica, we still close. Nothing changed with me and him 2 boys, because they act just like my granddad and just like my uncle. So, Uncle Paul, out of all my dad brother, he is my favorite Uncle Paul. His right name is Donald Fraser. He is my favorite uncle, my favorite. By my mom's side is Bobby Delroy James. Is my favorite uncle on my mom's side. That's my favorite uncle. I will wash him clothes. Me no want the money. Cook. At the time, I wasn't a good cook, guys. My sister, the oldest sister, she could have cooked. Yes, she could have cooked, and she still can cook. I couldn't. I could have make porridge. I could clean a house for you. You never know, it's a young girl. And I can wash clothes. Up until now, I can wash clothes very well. Yes, guys. So that being said and done, when we broke up, I have my child, and I think after I have my child, he came back, because the guy down the block said to him, the baby look just like him, Mr. Banks. You have to step up, and not lie, because that's a police all down the block from where I was. And he called me one Sunday. It was a Sunday or a Monday. I was cooking, and the baby was in the room, and my stepdad, my mom, husband, was fixing the pit in the yard. And I said to my dad, I'm going down the block. And Nick dad and him said, listen me, you go on and come back. I'm going to leave. And my sisters, they must be one of my sister, the one that followed me, she loved Nicholas. So what she did, she was there, and I went, him start talk. I said, listen, you have not stand up as a father, and my baby born, and I can't even stand up too long, because at the time, guys, I was bleeding a lot from I have the baby at, I don't know what happened. I bled until my baby was 4.5 months, going to 5 months, from I give birth until 4.5 months, guys. It's what I'm talking about, where I get all my gospel song name came in, guys. After that, he attempt to date me again after I give birth to a bouncy baby boy. Thank be to God. Guys, he step up. I take him for child support. I make one of my friends serve him the paper. I went down and I explained to them and tell them give somebody help me out at the family court downtown. And I take him and we go before the judge. And he was, after everything, he came to me and said, what you want me to do? I said, listen, all I want to do is stand up and be a father to your son. I'm not going to be, guys, this is how I always been a tough person. It's not just now. I'm always a tough person. Okay, guys? So let me tell you something. I'm always a tough person. Yes, I did take him for transport while I was in Jamaica. Anyway, him they get me a visa before me even have pitney. Yes, because when he come to me, my mom get up, finally my mom, him say, Miss B, no disrespect, me see you travel. Maria visa. And she said, no, she not have enough money. He went and he put the money in her account. He got the money for the passport. He did give her the money for the visa and everything. He dropped her for the them time of the passport that was done by Seaview. I don't know if nobody know at that time. It was at the passport did there Seaview. And we go close to Seaview and we go. But we take the cab come back. But guys, not because you think you helped me, you think you have the right to do what you did. Guys, after I have the baby, he came back and he try and he start talk again, him nonsense because I not take him back now. He start say the picture and a film. Him not the picture look like him and a film, guys. Leave him alone. Him say, I'm going to do DNA test, guys, and I go. When I go, I never have no ID. The little dummy not tell me something for walk with ID. Me go without ID. Guys will go back. We'll have to go back and them set scheduled for the next day and we'll go back, me have my ID and so. Them do. Me and the little boy, then take my blood, then take look and them do fit him. Anyway, when I go now, forget the paper now, me forget something. So I say, come up, I want the result. I want a copy too, because him now go sweep it on the table. Guys, I go and get my paper, guys. A scandal in the district where I come from. Yes, I did. Till people start look down upon him and, you know, guys will end up in come and the baby will wear diaper because the baby will get big now. The baby around 3-4 months and him come 4, 5, 6 months. The baby has 6 months now. 6.5 months him come. Him say the baby fat man wanna feed the baby and why baby so big? Him say him call my mother on the phone. Him say Miss B and me Ronnie. Wanna feed the little baby pan? Wanna feed my son pan? Him say Ronnie little boy nah. The mother can't breastfeed him because him eat enough. And him not drink 9 ounce bottle of formula. We have to make porridge, give him every day plus formula and porridge. Him say, oh, him crave a man. The boy crave like a me man. Anyway, him loving him said to me, say, don't put baby in no more nappy. You know about the cloth nappy, the white thing? Him said, that should nappy them. Him said, I'm nappy. I said, then time I'm buy 6 dozen nappy. Because you know, my first bit me excited. So my uncle, which I just tell Uncle Paul, which is Delroy Fraser, he did Donald Fraser. He did buy me a lot. He buy me baby pan. He buy me bath pan. He buy me the one way angle. He buy me baby buckles. He buy me this. He buy nappies. He buy, and I mean, I know every time my uncle get paid, that was my dad. My uncle was my dad. I know every time he get paid, guys, I know because him call my mother for him say, listen to my niece, I'm getting paid tomorrow. Come. If you have to take the cab, come, we will pay your feet or something. We take the bus. And I said, no, I take the bus, man. I'm a walk, guys, from when I live from Marlborough to Arfordshire. At the time, my uncle was working at Arfordshire at this nice company. And him give me money. He was, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Father, I have to for a covenant over my uncle. I love Uncle Paul. I love Uncle Paul. Delroy, I love you. Delroy Fraser. Donald Fraser, I love you. Guys, that man me eat Chinese food, me eat restaurant food, me eat pizza, me eat burger. That man just spoil me. Him just spoil me. Just like how my grandfather done do it before my grandfather passed away. Him just spoil me like my grandfather. That me I tell him I love my uncle, I love my uncle. Me I tell him I hold my uncle and me kiss him on him forehead, me kiss him on him cheek, me kiss him on him nose, kiss him on him mouth, me kiss him. I mean, that's my dad. You know, and I mean, guys, listen. If anybody shouldn't touch me inappropriate, I'd expect would that be my uncle because the way how I counteract me sit in his lap. You understand what I'm saying? I sit in his lap and stuff like that. So guys, listen to me. After I leave this man and I get my DNA test done, I never went back because he begged me to take him back and I did not take it back. I went and fell in love, guys, with a younger guy than me. Oh my God, if somebody did tell me when you have baby, your body and so, at the time I wasn't seeing periods. So if you said, "True, me not see period," I was okay to, you know. Guys, the first time I slept with a guy, I get pregnant with my second child. So, you know, my kids is 1 year apart. 96, 97. Baby I come and baby me I push. And I struggle with. He was so fat. Tria, we used to carry him. And, you know, thank God to one of my family, Muffy. She used to, and our Mother Merkel, Miss Merkel died now. And Miss Merkel used to cook, send Shauna. Shauna died in England. Her baby father killed her. Shauna died in England. Shauna British. She died, you know, she died in England a couple of years now. Because my baby is what? My baby is 14. Shauna, if dead between 12 years or So Shauna for dead between 12 years or around 12 to 11 years Shauna died. Let me tell you guys, it's not, you know, I get help. I did get help with my first child, and when my second child born, my baby father did get a job. My same sister as I tell you, slept with my man. We become very close. We've become very close. I will put things past us guys. Again, you know, that's my sister. I never go hold grudge for a man. We come very close, you know, and she get job for my second baby father after him. I work at the park, and him I work at the park. Him take care of me and take care of my son, and plus take care of the daughter and me give him. His twin, that was his identical twin. Guys, and I tell you, it never easy. This guy give me bun me, go him bun me, come him sleep with every woman. The father, him father, they have a big yard. A big yard on a cinema and Crescent. And the boy sleep with every tenant daughter come in there. It's the last one. Him breed her. So she pregnant, me pregnant. She give my son, me give my son. But me left come America now, cause guys, how I get here, my aunt take me here. Cause she realized, say, after I go back down, my mom call her and tell her that I was pregnant. And my aunt not help me and all of these stuff. And it's a facts true because my aunt talk about it. Up until now, she talk about it. She talk about it, guys. My aunt tell her don't help me no more and become pregnant for the same boy. Because she never like Bobby because Bobby never. You know them parents don't like a man because them not have money. But me never did care because him not have money. He was, guys, he's a very nice person and he's a good father to all my kids. All of my kids. My first son, that's his son. Because you know my first son grew up with him. Yeah, he call him Bob Bob. Didn't call him Bob Bob. First when he couldn't pronounce Bobby, he said Bob Bob. Bob Bob. You know, I couldn't beat my oldest son because, you know, Bobby raised Nick from, you know, and, you know, we couldn't beat Nick. We couldn't beat Nick. We fight, come with Nick. If nobody or nobody, if Nick used to bite a lot and fight my niece. And if I try to scold him fight me one time, use all, you know, ratchet knife, them knife wave, and lick me in my head. Give me a big cocoa. Because me lick my son. Can burst my niece head. Yeah, me use in my walk when I use my foot and in trip, guys. Yes, in Jamaica. And him use a ratchet knife and give me a big cocoa in the head and kind of win him there. Yeah, guys, I tell you. When my aunt found out my aunt took me here, I was in her house. I have my son, being single, come here pregnant, being single, come here pregnant, being single. Me and my aunt and her 4 daughters. Time, her youngest daughter couldn't do much, but you know, she was picking. But I tell you, and that's why you see my son love my aunt. And may God bless her and cover her. First she get me my green card. And after the green card, she cuss, go, she fight. Come, guys. When I come America and get the goodness of man. Listen before God get. Guys, me did one man at Suffolk County. The boy treat me good, say man. Him treat me good. Tony treat me good. Pick up one next one, Tony, him treat me good. Pick up blacks, him nice. When I couldn't understand things and the whole system. You know, you come from Jamaica, you don't really understand the whole system thing. Blacks sit down and say, Mary, listen. This is what I have. I'm a master, my bachelor, my associate. You know, the boy, him well educated, you know. Guys, me pick up one man who well educated. So, you know, the man teach me every rap, him teach me everything and educate me. So, guys, let me tell you, my journey and how I get here and every gospel song I did is off of how God brought me through and how I make it over with God because I learned to lean on God and my own understanding and not put my trust in man. Listen, guys, left blacks. Never know he's in love with me because he never tell me. Because I never really love nobody. Because I say I'm tired of giving man my love. So it's time for me if it does cut and go through. Never know he was in love with me and me desire say me cut. When I'm friends say me years after and say I'm wicked at the bus terminal. And I say, but where you know me from here? But you hurt blacks wicked. I say, oh, me hurt blacks. And I say, listen, sweetie, I never know your friend was in love with me. That's why I walk out. I wasn't going to be somebody one night stand or jump off. Just exactly I said to him. He said, really? I said, yes, I'm a calling friend in front of him. Then black start say, oh, you know, but leave that alone because that was not my business. Guys, it's when you're addicted to certain things can take you to your grave or make you lose your life. Meet this other man. Man have him out to do things with me and me, you know. Guys, I tell you that's how I know. Who got your back? When your mother gave up on you, who got your back? That's how I get that gospel song from God too. That's my song. When death come to your bedside, who got your back? His name is Jesus. Me, I got a guy also meet him, Drew. Guys, I never was saved then. Did I get baptized? Yes, I did, guys. My son godmother, my third child godmother, at the time she was living in Queens and she was going to a church in New Jersey. Carry me go to church and tell the pastor to baptize me. Just carry me go to church, you know. Go baptize, go baptize. Me young, have my third child. Go and go baptize Annette. Yes, Annette. Tell, go baptize and me baptize. But me baptize me feel guilty because me have me little man. Guys, me keep on sleeping with that sleep. Then me left the man and go pick up Drew. Pick up Drew after me left the man. Drew almost led me to my death, guys. So listen. That's why who got your back? When your mother gave up on you, who got your back? When your friend turned away, who got your back? When death come to your bedside. Guys, when me left going to the cab, leave my kids and my aunt in the house, lock the door, put an alarm and go in the cab, call a red and white taxi. That taxi they right across the Hempstead bus terminal. And call the cab and go in the house. When I reach and come out of the cab, I could not make it to this first step. Me try, guys, me can't tell you what dead feelings feel like. I feel like every burden come over upon me. Me want do them, me want people. My heart a beat fast. Me feel nauseous. Cold sweat start wash me. And me I say, what happened, God? No, me start talk to God. I say, what happened, God? Me cannot take my first foot off of the step and put it down. Because you have to go down the step, for go in, for go upstairs, go up on the elevator. Guys, I could have never made it inside the building. Something get a hold of me and cover me. Guys, I was there, and I couldn't make it. I him call me, I can't answer the phone. So he must know, oh God, cover me. You understand me? I've been through the valley. I've been through the sea. But my God in heaven got a hold of me. I was deep in sin, but my God in heaven you see where that song come from? This is where all my song, God, you see, whenever I'm talking about my founder, my creator, my Alpha, my Omega, my peace, he always put this thing on my hand, the fire. God, I thank you for your anointing. I thank you, God, for the movement and the shift you shift in my life. Father, I thank you for your deliverance and your breakthrough. Father, if anybody that came on this social media platform under the sound of my voice that is going through any demonic spirit and any attack, my God, I ask you to remove every negative object, my God. Anybody that going under oppression, depression, anxiety, suicidal thought, my God, I ask you paralyze and cripple the hands and the plans of the enemy, my God, in the name of Jesus. You see where it come from? I've been through the valley, I've been through the sea. All right, guys, couldn't make it. Guys, I feel like me I got dead. Guys, me have to call and the yellow taxi now, the one different taxi company to come pick me up right at the spot and bring me back home. When I got home, guys are in the bed at torment. I don't know what happened because I was tired, guys. I've been questioning myself. What really happened to me? Why? What took over? What really went wrong? Me don't know. Me I ask myself. I ask God. I ask. Guys, 2 days after the guy called me, Drew called me. What happened to you? I said, I came and I don't know what happened. I couldn't make it upstairs. And I be honest. Him said, I'm glad I did not came upstairs. I said, why? Him said one of his friend was planning to hurt me. So you see where oh God cover me? You see oh God cover me? I am a victim of things. My mom have so much girls and I mean she treat my guys like I am not her child. If people come in the yard right now where she live and ask her for her daughter, she go and bring my 3 sisters. When them ask her where is your next daughter, she acting like she do not know who they're talking about, which is me. Her first daughter, which is me. I am her first daughter. I am her first daughter, guys. Yes, I am her first daughter. And, you know, I've been carrying this guilt all over me for years. I grew up with this thing, grew up with it being, you know. Guys, I am a victim of things. I could have never go to my mother and speak to her about being molested. I could have never go to my mother, guys, and speak to her about being molested by somebody close to her. I talked to my oldest son father about it. I talked to Mr. Banks about it. He was grieved. When he found out, he was grieved. I talked to my uncle, my favorite Uncle Paul. Uncle Paul, which is my father, brother by my father's side. His name is Donald Fraser. I talked to him about it. Donald Fraser, that's my uncle by my father's side. I talked to when before my dad died, I told him what happened to me. I hope not, because I've been carrying this on me for a long time, and it made me treat man some I look down at man. I treat them some farm away, and I carry this guilt for years, guys. I carry this guilt. And one day, when I joined my church, the church that I joined, I started opening up with God, and I hate my mom, guys. I carry this hate in my heart for my mom. I would go to Jamaica, but I would bring things for her. She asked me, I would give her stuff, but I have this hate in my heart for her, guys. Then I used to have this hate in my heart for my mother, have this hate, knowing that how you in a house and you can see the demons, you can see everything, you're not seeing that person molesting your daughter. It reached to a point, guys, that I bring my best friend, which is Shauna, my son godmother, my first child godmother, to come and live at my mother house with me. And one day she went to my mom and said, Mommy, so and so touched me, and my mother looked on her and I laughed. I mean, seriously, guys, talk to me. Seriously? How in denial can you be? How in denial can you be? Seriously. I am her first daughter, guys. I'm her first daughter. And up until now, she treat me like I'm not even foster kid you treat like that. Not even a foster child you treat like that. Because I see foster parents love and, treat that kid like it's their own. Guys, I leave my aunt's house. I went on my home. My aunt said, Marie, I'm giving you my blessing. She give me a housewarming. She buy me pillow. She take me to Macy's. Anybody know Macy's and JCPenney in New York? I get a rice cooker because I have to learn to cook. Because when I came here, I couldn't even make salmon. Salmons. She teach me to make salmon. She teach me. My head was tough with dumpling. And she teach me a whole lot of stuff. She educate me upon a lot of stuff. And she taught me this one thing that I leave her house with. Anytime you go into a relationship with a man, never come between him and his family. If you don't have nothing good to say, do not say nothing. And I leave that house with that until today. Guys, and I pray God for a strong blessing and a long life and prosperity over my aunt. I pray God for a long life and prosperity over Audrey Viola Sims James. Guys, I'm not saying my publisher name, but you see, today I am putting her name in the atmosphere because I don't want, oh my God, it go to her next house, because I want it to go straight to her house. I want God to put a covenant over Audrey Viola Sims James. I want him to put the glory over her house, put angel to camp around her bedside. I want her to live to see who she bring in the United States and how the person who I was, who I'm not no more, and the type of person and the mentality that I have it now. I want her to live to see it happen. I haven't seen her for about a year now. I want to go there, but I don't want to go visit my aunt. That's my aunt, that's my mother. I could talk to guys, I could talk to her about anything. I could talk to her about anything. I used to sit in her room at her bedside till I fall asleep, and she said, get up and go to your room and talk till, sometimes she go in tears. When I came to the country, I came with sore all over my body. And something, anybody in Jamaica, I don't know, wax and can I come betwixt it right here, your thing right here betwixt there, you know what? I have that, and she take care of me, and I pray God for a covenant. And I always go on social media, Facebook and Instagram, and pray for her. And I always, when I'm praying, I tell God to send angel to camp around our house and our bedside. I want her to live to see all my kids pass the worst. All of my 4 kids. My kids call her grandma. That's how much we love her. My kids love her. And I want it to remain the same, my God. And I ask her to cover my kids. They don't fall out of place with her, my God. Listen, guys, she brought me and my kids here, and I end up having more kids here in the United States. Yes. and she gave me my green card, from green card to citizenship. And she used to take my kids. She used to have Monday, Tuesday, and she got Tuesday, Wednesday to Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. She used to take the kids when they were young, the three youngest one, and she used to send, oh, bring my grandkids them, come and take them, guys, and thank God, my mom wasn't a mom. She wasn't playing a mom role in my life. But I'm going to go back in, and she will take the kids, take them on event. Yes. Those things in America, them have, where you go in the water, you have to have the thing. I go to balance yourself. It's a lick your head and it's a rocket. She bring them on those type of, I have papers with them in a paper, newspaper in America here. And I pray a blessing over her, a strong, strong blessing over her. A blessing that nobody can take nobody blessing. You know? She done a lot for me. She really done. And she try with me, because I come here with the body, guys. God that forget a hold of me, man. God that forget a, hey, guys, me the body, Me the find me put them pan around gone, Ryan Ryan and Alkeisha, our daughter. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Them used to come and watch them, and one time Keisha take Natasha Nathaniel from me, have him Staten Island. I mean, as I grew up and I leave Jamaica, I came here after all that I've been through. I become so hateful to man. I did not care nothing. But I tell you, when I start to look back in myself and start to self-check myself, before my dad died, we start to have, for the 2 years, we become very close, because if they need a phone, I send a phone, and my sister hook up the WhatsApp, and we talk every day. Me and my dad become very close, guys. Every day we talk, till I tell him everything that I went through my childhood with my mom, and how I started getting molested and all of that. And my mom never believed me, guys. Never believe nothing. It's something you carry with you. You carry some things with you, and you wonder where did you went wrong as a young girl. Somebody that touch you, wake up with icky by your neck, and people that tell you a dopey bite. Yeah, no, boy. Oh, a dopey pinch you. Them say a demon's pinch. So for my American friend, them say a demon pinch me. Demons come and, yes, wake up with an icky on my neck and all these stuff. Even when I have my second child, it was continue. And I have to say to my first child godmother, I said, listen me, this person is seriously, want me to lose my mind. But my mom always think me crazy, and I'm not crazy. I wish if she would have just take the time and listen to me. And guys, there's a lot of Jamaican parents in Jamaica is very careless with their kids, very careless and very nonchalant, and act like they have no care in the world. They don't even tell us they love us. Not even that they would have tell us they love us. Not even that. And that's why you say I have my kids. I tell my kids I love them. Tell me, pity me, love them. I think they're tired of that word now, because I think me ring it now them. When me I text them, I tell them. Because try never get that love from my mom, I have to share it to my two girls. My youngest daughter, you can't kiss her. I can't hug her. When she want hug her, she want play. And she catch me in the mood. When she not in the mood, me play. But when sometimes I'm in the mood like her, I don't play with her, guys. Yeah. Me give her what she dish out. Yeah. But guys, this is where my story starts. But it never stopped right there, as I said. Came here. Baptized at the Universal Church. Again. Go in the Universal Church, got baptized, dead year, and going through a court case. My kids went to foster home, guys. Went to foster home, yes, and my kids went to foster home because of a situation. And I thank God, and I bless God, and I lift up God. And even if guys, please, when you hear me talk about God, do not get disencouraged. Do not stop watching my video because I talk about the founder. God rescued me and put me back on solid ground. And you have to understand why I talk so much about my King. Jesus is my King. He is my Father, my earthly Father, my heavenly Father. Because listen, this December 25th, my biological father never Fraser die. December 25th will make 6 years my dad died. So right now, I have to give what due to God is my Father, and He is gonna remain my Father until I'm ready to come home, to go home to the Lord. So guys, it was not easy. My kids went to foster home, and I have to, walk out of the church, tell God, you need to do something. After man, the first time I encounter with God is when I was 5 minutes away from the bus stop, and God speak to me. What do you want me to do? And I said, clearly God speak to me. I said, God, I never know what I was gonna face, guys. And I said to God, Father, I want to be humble. Never know that my kids, them CPS worker, was going to come at me right here in the United States. I went through a lot, guys. I went through a lot. I went through a lot. I'm a living testimony. I am a living testimony, guys. I went through a lot. And guys, when I went to court, and one of time I have to go in the bathroom and stretch out to God because it was so heavy in there. All my kids have the maternity, and I thank God for the judge would have like our assistant secretary, and they called for a meeting in a room, and they said, this guy come in her life. You see a young mother with kids, and he came in and take advantage of her. And I will always remember that part in my head. And she said, listen, she is a victim just as her kids. Stop coming in court and doing what you're doing to her, and don't think she's going to retaliate back. She's human. Oh my God. Oh. Guys, I've been through so much. I've been through so much. I've been through so much. So every gospel song I sing, and I tell you, I have to plead the blood over myself and my kids. I have to cry out to God for God to give me my breakthrough. Guys, it take me a year and a couple months to get my kids back. It take me a year and 4 or 5 months to get my first, 1 year and 6 months to get my first son, 1 year and 8 months and couple days to get my last baby. And it take me 1 year and 11 months to get my third child. It take me 2 years and couple months to get my fourth child, which is my daughter, who is a victim again as myself. You understand me, guys? Reach through the line. Guys, the judge said when she reached 17, 18, she can make decision. Yes, she reached her age, and but the father and his wife take me for child support, guys. Take me for child support. File for child support was garnishing my check and taking, and he have the kids them, he never get custody for them, They cannot, once you have one parents living, one get incarcerated, the other parents that is outside have right to get the kids from foster home. That's in the United States. Once the other parents is not died, not violent, not have no criminal record, he or she have the right to take their child from foster home. And that's what he did. And he take the child and take it out with such a, he had put me on child support, guys, while I was fighting for my 4 kids. He take me for child support right here in the United States. They was garnishing my check. When I realized I was wondering if I worked so much overtime, plus even though the kids was in foster home, guys, my kids went to foster home, and I was fighting for my kids, fighting to get a place for myself. Oh God, guys, I've been into the shelter, in the Bethany House shelter. Sister Amy own it. She's a nun, very nice, very sweet lady. God bless her. I'm gonna visit her one day too. I'm gonna take the N35 to Prospect, come off right there, Baldwin and Prospect, and go look for Sister Amy. She is so amazing. She's sweet. I went into DSS, the government. I was working at the hotel industry, and I went and I asked, they put me in the shelter, well classy, you have your own room, camera, 24-hour camera, workers, you have different shift workers come in, they prepare meal. I never eat from them. I was always this person, very skeptic, don't eat from people, I have to be careful who I eat. Now at the time now, fighting for my kids, I trust no one. And I get myself, my friend Sandy, I was with her at a time, a short period of time. And before I went in the shelter, I was with Sandy, and Sandy, ex-boyfriend, Derek, give me his way, and that's how I get this house that I'm living in now. And Derek, when I came here, the landlord look at me and say, her spirit take me and so. And she said, there's a lot of people come and look on this house, but she picked me. I was like, who could it be but God, guys? So you see why I have to talk about God, and I have to say everything about God, and I have to put God in everything. I want you guys to respect my video, respect God, and I want you to honor God, because if it wasn't for God, guys, your friend, your family, Anne-Marie, Eugenie, Anne-Marie Fraser would have never made it out of her disaster and out of her storm. I've been through the valley, I've been through the sea, but my God in heaven get a hold of me. I was deep in sin, guys, as I'll tell you, because I was in church, find one man in the church, guys, move the man in my house, and to become the man of eyes and my oldest daughter. So you see, where it coming with trusting. So guys, if you love me, you like me, and I give you this tough thing where I have to seek you and challenge you and go deep in you, do not come in with a mean and anger thing. You have to understand, I have to protect my heart, my mind, and protect my household and protect myself. Because after the guy know what I've been through with my first daughter, he came in. After I went in the Universal Church and met this guy. The pastor, they tell me some of the dating me, but this went there with licky. And that's the thing, we will love, you know. It wasn't no money, 'cause I never have no money, you know. He didn't have no money, so it wasn't money. You know, sex can do a lot to people. Sex and money, you see, money and sex will put us to hell. And that's why I pray God to kill, freeze, and numb. Kill, freeze, and numb my flesh. Yes, yes, guys. Guys, I move him in. Him have eyes for my oldest daughter. Guys, because animals between me and him, me have to cut him off, done with him. This is where the trust issue come in, guys. This is where the trust issue come in. So, guys, I want you to understand that. I'm not on this social media platform for nobody to come on my thing and disrespect me, use no profanity to me. I'm a new creature. Please, if you come on here, I'm going to plead the blood of Jesus over Uno. I'm going to pour out the blood for Uno. Remember, I have my own gospel song on this, okay? Remember, I have my own gospel song. Do not come on my stuff and disrespect me. I'm not here to disrespect nobody. I love Auntie Dana. I love chat and laugh. I love I love a lot of people. And you know, me don't want nobody disrespect me, because I not disrespect nobody. Please do not do that. If I come and say something I not like, I may talk about it, but I not go so and respond people name. No, me have my own story to talk about. Guys, you see where I'm coming from and how I end up become. Then I went in, God spoke to me one day. I was sleeping and God sent me to a church to baptize, and I get baptized there. Guys, I was there, and things that I saw, I did not like it. So one of my churches that moved me from that church and bring me to the church that I'm steady right now in Miracle, New York. And guys, I went there, I joined the church, I go to the classes, I graduate, and I'm still in the church. And you know, when God called me back, he called me to be on the altar. Yeah, be on the altar. I sing, and the choir, he come to be in the choir. And that's how I end up started to do, you know, and God keep, and the funniest thing, and what I love about God is not funny. What I love about God, let me fix myself. What I love, whenever he give me a song to release and I release it, God give me a fresh one and a fresh lyrics, and I love God. Guys, I am a victim. My oldest daughter is a victim, and this is why I am so overprotective with little kids and my daughter, my youngest daughter, and I want people to respect that. Don't come on my page, don't disrespect me, don't use no profanity, don't come and use no kind of slang. You can speak, but we don't have to use words to get our word across and get our point in. We don't have to use curse word. We don't have to disrespect somebody to get our word across and get our point in. Please respect this platform. Please respect me as I'm going to show. Somebody send me some curse word and I look at it and I laugh. I'm not going to retaliate, and I'm not going to respond to you, because I know how the devil work. He come to kill, steal, and destroy, and I refuse to let the devil get a hold of me. And I thank God for me not responding back to you. All right? Have a wonderful day.